to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Good afternoon and welcome to SeaWorld's Orca Encounter. My name is Chris and we are honored to introduce you to this intriguing and majestic animal. Now there is nothing quite like seeing a killer whale up close and learning about them and their natural behaviors. We hope this Orca Encounter will help give you a greater understanding of this magnificent creature and all that it represents.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types or ecotypes of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Killer whales truly are a natural wonder, and right now, Orchid will help me show you some of their physical characteristics. Her blowhole is perfectly designed for taking a quick breath at the surface of the water. Even the location of her eyes works to her advantage. It may look like her eyes are located in that oval white patch. That's just a visual distraction. Her eyes are actually located in the black area in front of the white patch to camouflage thrashing prey. The fin on her back is called a dorsal fin, helps stabilize her while she swims. It can also help regulate her body temperature. Now there's no bones or muscle tissue in their dorsal fin, just dense fibrous tissue similar to the cartilage in her ears and nose. So if it gets really big like Nakai's over there, it can actually develop a curve. But those pectoral flippers, those do have bones in them. In fact, 5 bony digits, just like our human hand. And they use those mostly for steering and stopping. And the lobes on either side of her tail, those are called flukes. The tail fluke flukes are the killer whale's engine, propelling to speeds of up to 30 miles an hour. That's as fast as some of our speedboats. And killer whales swim the fastest and generate the most power when launching their nearly 10,000-pound bodies up and out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orcapod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pond. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales use body language as a form of communication. Pectoral slaps can be used to show dominance or to get noticed. For example, a mother may use a pec slap to get the attention of her calf. When killer whales really want to be heard, they breach. Spy hopping allows the killer whales to coordinate with one another and get a better view of their surroundings while they hunt. And fluke slaps are another way killer whales communicate in the wild. Killer whales are excellent communicators, so it's no surprise they're at the top of the ocean's food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pond, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Killer whales in the southern hemisphere will capture sea lions by grabbing them right off the beach. Look here as Kalia demonstrates that same behavior in front of all of you. Antarctic killer whales can generate waves that wash over floating ice, knocking unsuspecting seals right into the water. Watch as the whales demonstrate that same wave-making technique, showing us one of the more impressive and complex hunting abilities killer whales have developed around the world. Now, you guys got to see some of the waves crashing around the pool, but you can't quite grasp the amount of water that's displaced until you experience it firsthand. Lucky for us, we have a very brave volunteer who's willing to challenge these waves generated by the whales. You guys ready? All right, got two of you, come on down. You guys have a seat right here on this blue box. Put your backs all the way up against the glass. Now don't look behind you at all because there's two giant 7,000-pound killer whales. Okay, look. They're right there. You were like freaking out too much right now for this. That's Kalia, or excuse me, that's Orchid and Nakai. They're gonna show you off just how powerful those tails are. They gotta get themselves into position. You guys are gonna look up over here and give a big wave to everybody. Here they come. Watch out, I think they're coming back. How was that? Right there time! Nicely done! High five, guys! Let's give a huge round of applause to all of our volunteers. Come on over here, you guys. Really nicely done. It's fine, it's warm, we'll dry off. Not gonna happen. All right, so killer whales live in every ocean on the planet, so it's no surprise that they eat all types of prey, including other whales. Take a look at the screen, you'll see the largest animal on the planet. It's a blue whale. It's 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than a whale like Shuka here. So how can a killer whale Shuka size take down a blue whale that size in the wild? Well, it's possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Play is an important part of everyday life for a killer whale. It's how they teach their young to hunt and practice new skills as they grow. Orcas spend lots of time interacting and showing off their playful side, both in the wild and right here at SeaWorld. Porpoising is when the killer whales swim quickly at the surface, breaking out of the water just briefly. You'll often see them doing this when catching a ride in the wake of a boat or surfing in a wave. love to be touched and often seen rubbing their bellies on rocks when they can. Look up on stage, orchids on her way right now to show you the behaviors that killer whales do in British Columbia. You'll also see orcas imitating each other in the wild. We see it here at SeaWorld all the time. The whales are always mimicking and learning from one another. Now, playful behavior does have its purpose. A tail whip can be used in hunting to stun fish. But I think these killer whales might just be stunning all of you. We interact with these killer whales every day, which allows us to share these trusted relationships and provide optimal health care, research, and quality of life. The killer whales here take an active role in their own health and well-being. We can actually ask the killer whales to present different body parts to us, whether it's their dorsal fin, pectoral flippers, their blowhole, even their mouths. These are called husbandry behaviors and allow the killer whales to participate in their own health care. For example, a veterinarian can come down and just under the surface of their tail flukes runs a vein, where a vet staff can receive a blood sample to check the overall health of the killer whales. We can even ask them to slide up onto a scale, like on the video. We weigh all the whales once a week to ensure that the younger whales are growing properly and that our older whales are maintaining a healthy weight. We can even ask for a breath sample from their blowhole. Now, none of these behaviors would be possible without the relationships that we build day after day right here at SeaWorld. Right now, I'd like to introduce you to a very special killer whale making her way right here to the stage. This is Shuka. Shuka is 26 years old, and she is one of the most athletic killer whales we have ever seen here at the park. She's very clever as well. So you can ask typical killer whales or even dolphins, hey, can you do a bow, go jump out of the water? Maybe even vocalize, make noises, or maybe wave your flippers around. We can ask Shuka all three and she'll pair them all together in one beautiful aerial behavior. She is incredible. And we challenge these whales every day to learn new things, to engage and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course play keep these killer whales in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orcinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.
Thank you all so much for joining us today for